I think the key thing for us in terms of having a collaborative approach to learning support is to gain an understanding of how many children actually need support across the country. From a principal perspective, if I think of March 1st and July 1st roll returns, that's me sending how many kids we've got at school to the ministry, and they can fund me accordingly. However, if we look at learning support, we don't have that centralised approach of how many kids within our schooling system actually need support. So from a principal perspective, you're going, man, we need the funding for these kids, but you can see from a systemic point of view, they're going, well, how can we fund what we don't know? So I think the bringing together and collaborating across the country and building in the standardised learning support register, it enables us to actually look at what are the needs and then break down the needs to where you are within a school and within a community.
The Learning Support Panel is made up of a group of representatives from various educators, from services and from agencies. And we also have representatives from MyCAMS, the mental health with DHB, and also RTLBs. We have an iwi representative and also a tautiaki whānau support person as well. So there's a huge variety of people all bringing tremendous skill and knowledge and passion, I'd have to say, to the table to really make things happen for children who are vulnerable and at risk.
We were fortunate enough to partner with the local district health board, who saw the need to actually come into the schools and trying to be the ambulance at the top of the cliff versus waiting for it to all hit the hospital waiting list.
There's huge demands on health services, as we know, so the idea about getting in within the early intervention, early part of a young person's journey, and the hope that we can actually give the tools and resources and support the young person and their family and the teachers around supporting the young person to get the best that they can be at that earlier stage, and hopefully won't need to access the secondary services. So it might be that we provide an intervention, so we deliver individual work, we deliver group interventions. It might be that we spend time with the family, just helping them build the skills and resources that they need, or we might be a resource for the teachers about helping the teachers with some different skills and strategies. I think one of the things that we worked really hard to do was looking at the idea about building capability, I guess. So when we deliver groups within schools, we will always ask for either a teacher aide or a learning support coordinator to be part of the group with us. And the idea about that is that they know the students, different to what we do, but also then we're giving some of our knowledge and skills across to them.
It makes it easier for all the other organisations to work with you. There's almost like a one-point entry to the Kāhui Ako versus having to establish relationships with each and every school individually. Another strong part for us has been partnering with our iwi, and who have also then partnered with the DHBs.
So ultimately my role is to remove barriers for a child's education. So it's around navigating services for families, building a relationship with the families ultimately, so that they have someone that they can trust, have a voice, work alongside the schools, work alongside the parents, work alongside different networks throughout the community to provide different places that they can go, as opposed to, I suppose, all the different networks contacting the families, because it becomes quite overwhelming for families, I've found. So I kind of come in and in a way can hold their hand, lead them to different places, navigate different services for them that are going to be most beneficial. So it's really important that the parents feel like they are involved in the process for their child's education, for their child's success. If you're enhancing their mana, they're more likely to trust you. They're more likely to open up. They're more, if you feel heard, if you feel listened to, if you feel respected, you're more able to let down your walls a little bit.
It's very important that we work closely with parents and whānau so that they feel that they're part of this process to support the student in our care, because let's face it, they are the true experts in their child. They know them the best. So from our perspective, the learning support delivery model it's very important that we include the whānau around the table, we listen to their story, we take advice from them, and we work collaboratively together to plan next steps for their child.
So when you get bigger organisations seeing that they can make an impact across a greater area, they find it easier to take a step into your space. So by setting up your learning support systems and structures within your community, so whether it be our learning support panel, those people can actually access all the schools through that one panel. And at the panel is where we've got key other personnel that can say, right, who's going to be the best person to pick that child up? And essentially the key thing is, who's going to hold that banner for that child? Who's going to take that child on the journey that they need to, whether it be for 3 weeks, 3 months or 3 years? Who's actually going to hold that child at the centre to make sure that that child gets the support that they need to be successful in their life?